Hello there, sunshine. Thank you for clicking on today's video. I'm so excited for you to sit here and listen to me complain. But no, really, I am going to sit here and I'm going to talk about my personal experience with Macy's Beauty Box because I want to spread awareness about what they did to me and how they made me feel, because I feel like as a big company, they really done screwed up. But I want to talk about this because I don't want anybody else to have to go through the situation. Like, just warning ya, giving ya a heads up. You're a full-grown adult. You're your own human being. Whatever you are, you can make your own decisions. But let's just talk about what happened with me. So, I signed up for Macy's Beauty Box 5 in May. And I didn't get charged for my first box until, what's today? Today is October, so August. I did not get charged for my first box, which is totally fine because they were new, and I think they were probably waiting for enough people to sign up to start sending out subscription boxes. Totes my goats, fine. Not gonna complain about it. So I got charged for my first box in August. The first problem that I had with Macy's is that, first of all, let me explain. I am a small business owner. I currently own and operate 7 small businesses by myself, all from one checking account. So it was at the end of the month when I got the subscription charge. And I had $15 left in my, I had like $15, $20 left in my account, which I had allotted for. I was going to be paid in the next couple of days, so I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't going to go around shopping. Like, I knew where my personal funds were at, I was going to be responsible. So I got the charge for the August box on the 28th. I got charged twice. I got charged 2 times for a box. I got charged $15.90 once, and then I got charged $15.90 twice when I had only ordered 1 box. Fine. Totally fine. I understand mistakes happen. Like, I was raised Southern, like, I respect, understand, I own small businesses, like, I understand mistakes happen. No biggie. And I figured since they're such a big company, I could just call them up. This problem will be solved in tops an hour, because I know waiting with customer service can take a while. So I was totally calm, cool, collected, like the person that I usually am. So I called up, and the first customer service agent I spoke with for about 45 minutes. I kept trying to explain to this man, look, you guys charged me for 2 boxes, and my account had gone into debt because of the second charge. So my bank was charging me around $10 in fees because of the overdraft. So all I was explaining to Macy's was, hey, I want a refund for my $15.90 of the second charge that I didn't approve. And I would also like a $10 refund for the charge that my bank is putting against me because of the company that the mistake that your company had made, which was overdrafting me an additional $15.90. This man, whose name I'm not allowed to say, was like, it's not Macy's fault that you had been charged a second time, and it's not Macy's fault that we had taken out money so that you were charged a $10 overdraw fee. He then proceeded to tell me how it was my fault for not having enough money in my account for them to take from me twice. And it was my fault for not being responsible with my money for the $10 overdraft fee. He said that there was nothing that Macy's could do. He said they wouldn't give me the $15.90 refund. And during that period, I started getting more frustrated because I was like, this is freaking ridiculous. Like, I'm a customer. Why would you talk to me in that way? That, like, you're freaking, like, putting me down for my financial situation. You're putting me down for a mistake your company made. So I didn't cuss. I let one word fly. I didn't put him down. I just said ish, but like the bad word of ish. So I let one word slip. Not a big deal. I'm a full-grown adult. But I was definitely very frustrated. I was being respectful. I'm always respectful, no doubt, but I definitely had my voice raised, and I was like, look, you're freaking sitting here blaming me for your company's mistake, and then you're sitting here on top of that and blaming me for the fee that I'm having to incur because of your mistake. Like, what kind of logic does this make? And I was like, all I want is a refund. Like, just give me a refund. He's like, I can't do that. Like, you paid for a box. I paid for $1, and like, it's not our fault that we charged you twice. So I was like so mad. I was like, I wrote his name down and I hung up. I never in my life have ever had a problem like this happen to me. So I talked to my parents and I was like, hey, this is what's going down. Can you help me out? So they were like, yeah, get back on the phone with the customer service and ask to speak to a supervisor. So I took a couple seconds to do a couple of hoosahs. I was like, hoosah, like just doing a couple hoosahs, calm down. I was agitated, but I was in a better mindset. So I called up the next person I spoke to. I was like, yo, hit me up with your supervisor. So that guy was super nice. The guy that I spoke to for a brief couple of seconds. And I spoke to the supervisor. And I explained the situation, what was going down calmly. I wasn't mad at him. It was not his fault that the other guy was poorly trained. His customer service skills sucked. Like, it wasn't this guy's fault, not the supervisor. I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at the situation. So then I talked to the supervisor and I'm like, look, this is what's going down. I no longer want to do business with your company because, like, I just had a customer service agent put me down, shame me for my financial situation and for your company's mistakes. Like, that's not cool. I want to cancel my box. Like, I'm done. I said I want a refund for the $30 because now that I had decided that I wanted to cancel the box, I was being owed $30. And then I said I also want the $10 covered because it's not my fault that you guys overdrafted my account. They go and explain, they're like, look, there's nothing we can do to you. We can't send you a personal check. We can't refund your money. Like, we can't do anything because it's not our fault that we overdrafted. Like, basically all the supervisor explained to me was the same thing that the other guy had said. That it wasn't Macy's fault, that they couldn't refund me any of my money. And after I started saying, like, hey, like, look, if you're not going to help me, I'm going to go up the ladder. Like, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing, and I'm going to talk to your name, tell your name to whoever I talk to next, because you aren't listening. You're putting me down and you're refusing to help me. So, like, it's just absolutely preposterous. It was just like I was talking to somebody else that I was fighting with. It wasn't like I was talking to somebody who represented a business. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, look, refund me my money, cancel my subscription, I want your name. So he's like, well, we can't refund your money. We can't do this, we can't do that. So I was like, fine, put me on the phone with your supervisor. He said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So I put it on hold for a couple minutes, and a couple minutes go by and he comes back and he's like, we can refund you the $30. And I was like, okay, but that's not all I'm asking for. I'm also asking for a $10 like deposit, check or something back into my account, because I'm being charged an overdraft fee, and like it's not my fault. I wasn't the one who was irresponsible. Like, this is your company's fault. So he's like, well, we can't do that. We can't So I was like, fine. Had his name. I said, I'm going to talk to somebody about this and I'm going to bring up your name. And he was like, he's like, don't make threats or something like that, whatever. It's not really, I wasn't like threatening him. I was just saying like, oh, you suck at your job. Freaking, ugh. Anyway, so I got off the phone and I emailed a whole bunch of people. I was mad. I was really mad. So I emailed a bunch of people, who I never heard back from. But then I went on my social medias. I went on my Facebook. I went on my Twitter. I know I definitely went on YouTube. I already made a video about this. But in each social media that I talked about my situation with, I tagged Macy's in. I had people share it. I had other people comment and tag Macy's in, because all of the people that saw this post were like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, this isn't how you run a business. So I, after a couple days, got a response from Macy's Twitter. So they were like, please DM us what's going down. That's not the exact words that they said, but they said, please like message us and let us know what's happening. So I messaged Macy's. I told them like everything that's like what happened. I told them the story that I had been telling everybody else. They read my message, never responded. So I was like, that's freaking cheap. So I finally managed to find an email of somebody who was the vice president of customer relations, someone, I don't know. It was a female this time. It was the first female that I had dealt with in the whole situation. Not that I care about whether it's male or female, but I feel like identifying the female in the situation will help make things a little bit clearer in the storytelling. So she emailed me like 3 weeks after this whole thing had happened. She's like, hi, my name is... I have to make up a name for her. Hi, my name is Sasha. That's not her name. I'm just going to call her Sasha. She's like, hi, my name's Sasha. I represent Macy's. Like, call me back when you get a chance. And I was like, oh, finally, somebody's going to help me with my situation. Like, thank you. I'm finally going to get the money I deserve and everything. So I call her up and I explained to her everything that had happened to me. I gave her the names. She's like, yeah, I can see what the people said here. I can see like what happened, and she's like, I'm really sorry that this happened to you. So what I'm going to do is give you a $25 gift card to Macy's to make up for the grievances, to say sorry, and I'm going to refund you your $30. So I got refunded the $30 from Macy's because I was like, I cancel my subscription, like I'm done with Macy's. And she's like, okay, okay. So she said she sent out a $25 gift card. Weeks came around. This is now like 2 months after this whole thing has happened. I haven't received a $25 gift card from Macy's for the initial problem we had. So she's like, I'm sorry this happened. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to talk to the people you talked to, and like they'll have proper training done. I was like, okay, fine. I was happy, and I thought the issue was over. Because after I had gotten off that phone call and I was like, let me just be safe and go to Macy's and take off my debit card information off of the Macy's page so they can't charge me for any more subscription boxes. So I went on there and I took off my debit card information thinking, yeah, this would be the last time. Like, I basically revoked their right to use my debit card for anything. There's nothing, like, I won't ever shop with them again. This is the end of it. I was wrong. So actually it was October. October rolled around because I didn't get charged for anything in September. October rolled around, and Friday night I see this little notification that I had just been charged $15.90 for Macy's. And I was just flabbergasted. I was like, really? Like, I had just gone through all this, like, stuff. So I got that email and I freaking called. I was like, called the customer service and I was like, you need to cancel my subscription. Like, cancel it. You guys keep taking money from me. I revoked my right for you to use my debit card. Like, this is wrong. You're liars and cheaters and, like, thieves. Like, I was mad. I didn't take it out on the guy, but, like, I started crying when I freaking got the email because I'm an emotional person and I cry at everything. But I was, like, mad. I was like, I just had to go through all of this crap with this company just to get a $30 refund back, and like for the VP to lie to me and be like, yeah, we're gonna send you $25. Like, no, I don't want this company in my life anymore. So I got on the phone and the other male customer service agent that I spoke to was like, yeah, we canceled your subscription. Your subscription's done. You should see your $15.90 back in your account 5 to 7 business days, whatever. So I was like, great, fine. And after I got off the phone with him, I emailed Sasha and I was like, look, we need to talk again because this just happened to me again. So Saturday morning, I got on the phone with my bank and I canceled my card information because I was like, they've already taken from me once. Well, backstory a little bit. I called up my bank and I was like, look, I need to file a fraud charge because this company keeps taking from me, and they're like, I revoked my like card for them to use. I was like, you can't use it anymore. Like, it was fraud. They were stealing from me. I didn't give them permission to use my debit card. And they were like, my bank was like, there's nothing we can do. You have to cancel your debit card. Like, so I was like, oh, help, like, oh. So I canceled my debit card, and basically I've been without my money, my debit card, for a while. Today is Tuesday. I just got my card in the mail yesterday. Went to the bank and activated it today, and I've shipped out all of my giveaway winners. That's why it's been so far behind with the giveaway packages, because I had no access to my debit card. So I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, but I had no access to my money. Like, I have a credit card, but I use my credit card for groceries, and that's all used up for the month. So I had no access to my money, which really sucked. Especially as, like, again, 7 small businesses. I need access to my money. So I got on the phone with Sasha. She called me. I was in the shower. She called me. I called her right back after I got out of the shower. Like, 2 minutes later, I called her back. Went to voicemail, left her voicemail. I waited 7 hours after I had called her. I emailed her and I said, I called you 7 hours ago. This issue must not be very important to you. I have been waiting for 7 hours. She sent me back an email that says, well, I called you back at 1:10 p.m. and left a voicemail. I don't have a call from her at 1:10 p.m. I don't have a voicemail from her at 1:10 p.m. I have a great phone company. I've never had any problems ever in the history of, like, the past 3 or 4 years, missing a phone call, missing a text, missing an email. Like, it's kind of funny that the first problem that I have is with the customer service agent with the company that I've been having problems with. So I got that email, and literally, like, seconds after I got the email, I called her up and I was like, hi Sasha, it's me. We need to solve this because I don't want to do business with your company anymore. Like, I want you out of my life. You guys took money from me again. Like, I had to cancel my debit card, and I forgot to mention that I filed a BBB complaint, which is the Better Business Bureau complaint against them, which is how she got my email that I was, like, making a complaint. In the BBB report, I told the BBB everything that Macy's had done. Like, basically, this report will go on a review of Macy's, like, as their company as a whole, just so, like, like, anybody in the public can access it. So Sasha responded to the BBB complaint, and then we had that little tiff where she was like, well, I called you back, and I was like, okay, and I called her back. So she picked up, and I was like, hey, it's me. Freaking solve this problem. So I was like, look, you guys took money from my account again. I had to cancel my debit card because of this. Like, this needs to stop. I filed fraud charges against, like, Macy's. Like, this needs to stop. And I said, I want my $15.90 back. I said, you can send it to me in a check. You can send it to me in, like, PayPal. There are literally all these other options. Like, I've had problems with Walmart. I've had problems with Target. I've had problems with all of these other companies, and they've literally been able to solve it within a week. And they were easy to work with. And, like, somebody sent me a check because they accidentally overcharged me. Like, stuff like this happens all the time. But never in my life have I ever had to deal with a company who was so difficult. Well, she was like, we can't send you a check. We can't put the money back on your debit card because your debit card's canceled. So she was like, the only way that I can give you money back is to give you a Macy's gift card. And I was like, seriously? Like, you want to offer me a Macy's gift card when last time you offered me a Macy's gift card and I never received that? I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to do business with your company anymore. Like, I don't want this gift card. And at that point, she started talking over me, which, again, she's the vice president or some person up in the ladder that represents customer service, and she was talking and yelling over me. At that moment in time, I started talking over her and yelling at her, I wasn't, like, cussing her out or anything. I was raising my voice because this is now going on 3 months that I'm having a problem with your company. Like, it's bull crap. This is absolutely insane. And then you're yelling at me? Like, your company put me down, and now you're yelling at me? Saying that I'm being irreasonable, like, not reasonable, whatever the word is. But I was just like, my mind was blown. And I had her on speaker, so it wasn't just me that was listening to this conversation. It was my mom and my sister's best friend. Like, we were all sitting there listening to this woman yell at me. And I said, look, I don't want a Macy's gift card. Like, I've had other companies put the deposit back in my account. You can literally just wire me money back into my account because you have my banking information because you had my debit card. So it's not hard. And she's like, Well, the only way we can do it is if you give me your debit card information again, or I give you a Macy's gift card. And I said, I didn't get the Macy's gift card, so why would I want, like, to be lied to again? And I'm not going to give you my debit card information again because you're just going to put it back on file. I'm going to have the same situation over and over again. Like, this is ridiculous. You need to work with me. You need to stop talking over me. And you need to listen to me. And so basically she was like, I ended up just giving it, and I was like, fine. I will, like, freaking just give you my debit card information when I get my new debit card, and this will be the end of it. I was like, I was so mad because she was like yelling at me, like, how freaking irresponsible and childish. Like, we're both full-grown adults. At least I'm assuming she is, the way she was acting. I don't know, but I had dealt with this woman before, Sasha. She was the first lady that I talked to when this first happened, and so that's why I had her email on file. And I was like, look, all of this is going to go into the BBB report. Like, I'm going to just talk about how, like, I'm still unhappy, like, you still treated me like crap as a customer. And she was like, well, I have proof here, so if you lied, like, I don't know, she, like, didn't threaten me, but it was kind of a threat, if you know what I'm saying. Like, she was like, we can tell if you're lying, so, whatever. So I hung up the phone with her, and my face is flushed because I'm angry. Whew. But she was like, I was like, whatever, I'll get my card in the mail, call you back. I'll give you my debit card information. That'll be that. So I got my debit card information in the mail. And I called her up, and I was like, look, here's my debit card information. Just give me my money back and everything will be fine. Oh, and I forgot to mention the time that I had on her phone again, she's like, we'll send you $50 in grievances and Macy's gift card. Again, I have not received any gift card from Macy's. I was promised basically $75 in gift card from Macy's in this 3-month period. I haven't received anything. Like, the only thing I've received is a whole bunch of attitude, first of all, but I just received the $30 refund back in my account. So I called her up on the phone today, and I was like, hey, calm, cool, collected. I was like, here's my credit card number, my debit card number. Here it is. She's like, okay, great. This money will be back in your account in 5 to 8 business days. Call me if it's not. We'll get it all figured out. So then, a couple minutes ago, I get an email from her telling me that she can't provide me a refund for my $15.90 on my account because I have to, I don't even know. It's the biggest freaking excuse I've ever heard in my life. Like, again, 7 small businesses over here. I know how a business works. She told me that I have to call up my bank to approve a withdrawal from Macy's. Like, to approve a deposit from Macy's because my bank put the $15.90 on hold, which isn't true. My bank hasn't given me any notification. Like, I have a really nice bank, up to date. Like, literally, yeah, I can go check out something at Wawa, and 5 minutes later, I have a notification. Like, I haven't gotten a phone call from my bank. I don't have any money on hold. Like, this money would have been on hold for a while. So now I have to call her up on the phone again, or I just might even just forget it. Like, I have the $15.90. Freaking take it. I don't want to work. Like, I just want you out of my life. Freaking toxic and negative energy. And now I'm kind of scared that, like, it's October. Now I'm kind of scared at the end of October I'm going to get another notification that they charged me again. Because even though I told both people, like, I told all the customer service reps, I was like, cancel my box, I don't want to do with you. Sasha was like, well, this is kind of your fault because the customer service reps can't actually cancel your box. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? Because all of these people told me that they canceled my box and the cancellation was successful. I got an email that the cancellation was successful. And she's like, no, this just means, like, that email just means that the cancellation of that single box was successful. You actually have to go in and cancel your subscription. And I was like, but that doesn't matter. Like, I withdrew my debit card information. Like, that shouldn't matter anymore. And she's like, well, the system has your credit card, your debit card, whatever, information on file. So you had to cancel your subscription in order for them to stop taking from that card. I was like, what? Like, you're just excuses after excuses. So now I think I'm probably just gonna let them have the $15 because I don't, like, she yelled at me and I don't want to have to go through that again. Like, horrible customer service. Like, I don't want to sit there being blamed for anything again. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it, but that is my update on this crazy Macy's story time. Like, this is true. As you can tell, my cheeks are really flushed. I have receipts. I have receipts. I might even put them in the video. I don't know. But I just want to share that with you guys so you don't go through the hassle of what I went through. Like, I was literally so excited for the subscription box for like 3 years. But no, don't sign up. I wouldn't recommend. Like, don't. Save yourself the trouble. But I love you all. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope it helped save you some hassle. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and I will see you in my next video.